Welcome to Formula Friday, your weekly Formula One show. I'm Nick, that's Lewis. We have a lot of news to catch up on today before we preview Vegas this weekend. AI is coming to Formula One in really weird ways. We're getting a bunch of new liveries for Las Vegas. A second Porsche team has hit Formula E, and there's a new F1 game, sort of, coming out. But before all of that, Lewis, how's your week been?
Family and life. Just balancing that out. And I do want to apologize. So let me preface this by saying I love my wife so much. She is the light of my life. She is the one of the best things that ever happened to me. But
Oh no.
but I got woken up this morning because she goes, "Hey, your alarm's going off." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that happens. I sleep through my alarm." It was 3:30 in the morning, and it wasn't my alarm. I found out it was her alarm going off. She woke me up because her alarm was going off,
Oh
and I couldn't go back to sleep. So if
no.
I yawn or I seem tired, it's nothing against Formula One. It's nothing against this. It is due to my lovely, beautiful, amazing wife. And yeah,
Is there a worse time to wake up than 3 in the morning on a weeknight?
uh, ooh, I don't know.
'Cause 4 in the morning, it's like, yeah, I guess I can be up or I could watch something on my phone and maybe get a couple more hours. But 3, it just feels so weird, you know?
Yeah, and the part that like kind of thinks for me is like I do get up early.
Mhm.
Being a dad, I count the time before I get in the shower and everybody gets up and I gotta get ready for my day. The time when I get up between that is dad time. That is me. I can be on my computer. I can watch my phone without interruptions. That is me time. So I'm okay with being up early. That early was insane.
Woof.
Yeah. Uh, how's your week been? How's the chess?
I'm glad you asked about the chess. I'm holding pretty strong at 389. I played a game today where, and I'm going to embarrass myself, but I need to hold myself accountable. And if I vocalize these things, maybe I won't keep making these same mistakes. Lewis, at one point in the game I played today, I had two queens on the board. I had a discovered check and was able to force a second queen on the board. All I had to do was move one queen over three squares, and that would have been mate. And that was from a losing position too. Like this person just rocked my stuff, and he made a mistake that ended up in mate in two that I found out later in the analysis, and I missed it, and I ended up
Oh,
losing
oh,
pretty bad.
that's yeah, that's horrible.
What makes it a little worse, and listen, I'm 389. I'm playing a lot of people in the 300s. I like the 300s and low 400s.
Yeah.
Nobody at that elo is good at chess. Like we're all bad at chess. It's just who's slightly less bad at that point. And the person I lost to was a 340 something, and then I ended up boosting him up to 350. So congrats. But I'm at 389. I am just so close to breaking the 400 barrier. And what really sucks is I know once I break 400, then I'm gonna dip again, and then it's gonna be a real yo-yo. But I think if I look at my graph over the last 30 days, my stats, it's just a slight. I'm getting there.
Yeah,
So my
you're slowly developing the new
dude,
car.
I'm so bad. New regulations. I'm so bad at seeing mates. I really am. I just have total blindness for winning the game. It's like I'm allergic to win chess. I don't get it. Other than that though, I've been really Spider-Man pilled this week. I remembered that the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies existed, and I love those movies. That's the reason Spider-Man is my favorite hero is because of those movies. One of my earliest memories was my mom picking me up from the babysitter,
Yeah.
and she surprised me with a VHS of the original Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man, like 2002. And I remember sitting down and watching that as soon as I got home. It was incredible. And I was watching with my fiance, and I never quote movies or shows while we're watching them, right? I don't do that. She does, and I love it when she does. It's just not really my thing. But when we were watching Spider-Man, I was quoting it exactly word for word so many times in so many scenes, and it was just cracking her up. And that made me very happy. She's like, "You don't do that. Why are you doing that now?" I don't know. I love this
Something
movie.
about it. Pizza time.
There's just and then I've been playing the game. I started playing the game for the first time, the PS4. Well, I'm playing it on the PS4, but
Oh,
it was on sale, and I'd never had a chance to play it yet. So I finally started that game, and they have the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit in
yes.
that game. So I played the other night. This was very late. I played the other night up until you could unlock the different suits. I put on that suit. I took a picture on top of a skyscraper, and I still have way more of that game to go. So I might do that later, but we're not here to talk about that game. We're here to talk about the Formula One and the games associated with Formula One.
Beautiful transition.
Thank you. I tried. F1 25 is the current Formula One video game. I have it. I play it. They just had this knockout feature game mode that they added that worked very poorly last week, but they're essentially locking liveries behind this game mode, which is really janky and broken and kind of relies on luck to get points to buy the liveries. I got the Lewis Hamilton. I got the Ferrari throwback livery, the Monaco one, which is all I really cared about because they also have the Sauber Miami livery available now if you want it, which whatever. So anyway, that's the thing that's happening. They announced this week, EA did, that they're not releasing an F1 26. Instead, they're doing this thing that gamers have been wanting EA to do forever, where instead of releasing a separate F1 26, they're releasing an expansion for the existing game, F1 25. And I have many thoughts on this. My very first thought being, how's this going to work with the new regulations?
Oh,
Are
I never thought about that.
Then my second thought was, well, ideally this would be like a $40 expansion, but in reality it's probably going to be a full game price expansion. And then my next thought after that was, well, to solve the regulation problem, what if they just override everything in the current game and then the expansion is essentially just refreshing the game and there's no way to race the 2025 McLaren in the 2026 expansion, and so on and so forth. And then it's going to develop a really interesting meta. I'm glad they're doing this, but I'm confused on why they're doing it the first year of the new regulations. I had a lot there. What are your thoughts on this?
As okay, so the new regulations, let me put that up again. Uh
Thank you.
that has I never thought about that side of the story. That is
That's going to
interesting.
affect how the cars drive. These cars are going to drive differently. They should
Yes,
anyway.
and they're smaller,
Uh huh.
like
Smaller, but
smaller.
yeah.
Anyways, so I primarily play growing up, especially sports games. So
Mhm.
MLB The Show, NBA 2K, Madden, NCAA football, all those. Every year you would have to get the new one to get a new roster update, and it was the
Right.
same mechanics, everything. It's partially why 2K I buy every other year. But anyways, yeah, like why don't okay, first off, my first thing when I saw this is why F1 out of all games? Why not do this with Madden or something else?
Mhm.
I get it, Madden has their ultimate team and everything, but like
One of the worst things to happen in gaming.
yeah, it started with FIFA, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't get why all of a sudden this and then the new regulations, that's crazy. I I'm per, I'm confused by it. And also my thing is with F1 the game, they always release it like a quarter of the way through the season. They never do it preseason.
F125 came out after Canada,
Yeah,
shortly after Canada.
I don't get that. Like maybe they have to like oh make sure the cars are realistic and like actually like sandbagged correctly instead of just going off of preseason testing. That's the only thing I can think of.
That and driver ratings, which they adjust throughout the whole season anyway. They just released another By the way, they finally in this last update last week replaced Duon with Colapinto in F9.
No.
Yeah, it took them until last week to make that change.
Like we're talking like 3, 4 races remaining of the season, and they're just like, oh yeah, hey, Duhan, yeah,
Uh
you're
huh.
out.
Yep.
I I am hopeful this will be in the right step for all their games. doubtful because it's EA, and perplexed because new regulations and why do this? I just don't get it. Those are my thoughts. I haven't played the game since 2020. I literally just checked my Steam. So
2020 is a really good one. 21 was really good, and then I'm the same way. I never buy sports games in alternating years. I think I wait 2 to 3 years before I
okay,
just bought Madden 26 and I had 22 before that one, you know? The last F1 game I had 21. I skipped 23, which sucks because apparently that one was incredible. But genuinely, F125 is really good. It feels really good. The stuff they have happening in career mode, a lot of people were upset because in the career mode, you could be a driver owner.
yeah,
They kind of split it up to where if you own the team, then you just hire two drivers and you don't drive yourself. But then there's a separate career mode where you are the driver and you can race for an actual team. A lot of people were upset about that change. I'm actually all for that. I think it's a fun thing to do because you have F2 drivers you can throw in. You could put in the legends. You could have Jensen Button on the same team as uh,
Nikita Mazepin.
Yep. No, Mazepin's not in this one, but you know what I
Oh,
mean.
yeah,
And genuinely, I think it's a good change. The handling is really good. The weird gimmick for this game was they put reverse tracks in for some reason. I don't know who was asking for that, but whatever. It's a gimmick. Games need a gimmick, I guess. Breaking Point. I love the Breaking Point story, which is another reason I wish I played 23 because I do think the Breaking Point story, which was introduced in 21, is really fascinating and interesting. F125 is a great game. It has flaws, but I never play online anyway, so I don't care. As far as the single player experience in F125, time trials, AI races, whatever, I think it's really fun. AI does get a little weird in the rain, but it's hard to program that kind of stuff all the time. Tire wear is also kind of an issue, but it doesn't matter because there's sliders and you can make it as hard or easy as you want it to be. I don't The trend seems to be with these F1 games that every other game is a banger. 21, great. 22, sucked. 23, great. People hated 24. Two separate teams, I believe is what they're doing. So I don't know if they just have another team focusing on the expansion for 26. So the odd year team, is focusing on 27, which is a good move from that perspective because they have enough data to know that the last 5 years, every other game has kind of sucked. But clearly, the odd year team is doing something right because it's a fun game. But there's just so many questions and maybe as the season goes on, they'll be able to release patches and updates to make the new car handle closer to the actual thing because we don't have any data or anything. But I don't know how it's going to integrate, and I hope that it doesn't just override the current thing because that's what I hate the most about this live service game world that we live in. I I played a lot of Destiny and Destiny 2, especially Destiny 2. I got hard into Destiny 2. And the worst thing they ever did was introduce sunsetting, which is in the content vault. And essentially it's they all these weapons and armors that you worked really hard for to unlock, they went away. They vaulted them permanently or they handicapped them so much to where it was no point, they level capped them. And with Destiny 2, you can't play the original story in Destiny 2 anymore. It just doesn't exist in that game at all.
hmm.
And every year or so, they get rid of other expansions. And it's one of those where I paid $70 for this expansion that I really loved, but I can never go back and play it again because now it's gone. And I just don't want this expansion to somehow override. And I have no reason to believe that this would happen. It's just me vocalizing a fear and a weird anxiety. But I also wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened because I don't know how else they would, unless they build in a completely new game mode as a part of this expansion to where if you want to do a quick race, you get to choose the 25 cars or the 26 cars. Because there's obviously no way they're going to let you race both of those at the same time. That would be silly because it's a different car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I so you said that like there's a career mode where you can be a team, like you can own the team and you can run the team.
Yes, you own the
So
team, you run the team. You can still You're just the only difference is you're not a driver owner,
So
but you're still driving the races. You're just not the driver owner.
so EA double dip words. Oh my goodness, that was a bad one. They double dipped because they have the F1 manager too.
They did. As far as I know, the manager series doesn't exist anymore, and the owner mode took a lot of things from F1 Manager, and they kind of streamlined it. I like how they did this a lot. Genuinely, it works out really well. It's a good, honestly, not an ad. You should get F125. It's really fun. I think you'd have
Hmm.
a lot of fun with it.
I'll think about it. And then one thing I've always wanted from the F1 games, like for mode, maybe they have added it. I don't really know. I haven't played it since 2020. Is I've always wanted the option to like you can pick your team and stuff like that. I've noticed, but that's not the option I'm talking about. I'm talking about like I want to be able to be like do bad and get dropped, and then here's your offers, like the Nico Hulkenberg experience.
Something like that kind of exists. Something I've never really liked is you start out in F2 and this was 21. I haven't actually done I've been doing the owner mode, so I haven't dipped my toes in the normal career mode. But you start out, you just pick your academy or whatever. It's like I want to be in the McLaren academy. And then right away it gives you the option, okay, which team do you want to drive for? And
Yeah,
sometimes it does do that and it did you have to get offered contracts and I think it's some background gating system, like based off of your results, you're going to get offered by Alpine or Aston or whatever. But I also remember in 21 where at the end of the season in my Williams, I just jumped to McLaren and they were cool with it. There was barely any contract negotiation. They're just like, yeah, sure. But then they replaced me with Lando and Danny Rick stayed on the team, which really confused me. But I
yeah,
guess
that doesn't
Danny Rick was a
seem.
god in that game.
He's a god in our hearts. Let's be honest.
Is no anyway it's a fun game. I do like it and you can have that experience if you want it is very much what you want to make it. I
Okay,
always like to play hard mode, so I always start with a relatively bad team and feel like I've earned it when I work my way up.
Alpine.
I guess when I it's either going to be I guess it will have to be Alpine this year. My go-to is always Haas or Williams, but that's not really true anymore, is it?
No, I mean, knowing our luck with EA, you throw in Alpine and they get rid of Pierre for whatever reason.
Uh-huh. All right, well, from video game AI to real life AI.
Beautiful,
Thank you. I'm a professional. So
literally.
Abu Dhabi has this thing called the Autonomous Racing League. The abbreviation is the A2RL because it's the Abu Dhabi Autonomous Racing League. That's where the 2 comes from. I guess they're skipping the D. It's essentially a Formula Car Championship. They kind of look like F2 cars or F3 cars, but they're completely driven by AI. And the discourse I've seen around it has been really weird because all these racing outlets are like, "Oh, it's so cool, it's so incredible." But then you look at highlights and the cars are terrible. Like the driving is terrible and it's not good racing and it's doesn't seem like any kind of advancement. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it's a thing that's been going around the formula space and people seem stoked about it, but I can't think of a world where I would rather watch AI racing than actual people racing because that's part of the fun.
Yeah. Uh yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. I can't think of anything. Uh I so I'm reading the article from the race.
Mhm.
And they said that they raced against Danilo Kvyat.
Yeah, so okay, that was the funny part. Danny was racing, and then the AI car that they had race against him, they gave the number 33 to,
Oh. So
which is
I
a
was about to
little evil.
I was about to say is Max Verstappen going to take that seat from him too?
See, here's my first thought when I saw that Danny was racing. It's like, well, that's not really that high of a bar. Like,
Yeah.
if an AI car beats him, okay, cool.
Plus the grid beat him. Hey, he didn't do too bad though when he went to WEC. So the World Endurance Championship.
I can't speak for that, unfortunately. I I would like to watch WEC. I would like to get into WEC, but I don't have the attention span. for that. I kind of follow it at a distance because I really like Cadillac.
Yeah, I do. So go real quick about this. I think it's a cool concept. I really like the idea. I don't know if this is gonna age me. Maybe you know when iPhones were first jailbroken, how big of a thing
Mhm.
that was. You could switch
Oh yeah.
carriers and everything. The person who did that, he goes by the name of GeoHot. He also jailbroke the PlayStation and some other stuff. The PS3, he jailbroke it so you can put it in your own games and all that. He took his advancements from that and like what he learned, and now he's jailbreaking cars to allow them to have autonomous driving as well, using their already blind spot detectors and
Hmm.
machine learning and all that, which is a cool concept. So like maybe like if we're I'm trying to think of the bright side. This will help advance autonomous driving on our cars. Like I'm not saying I want that, but like, it would help maybe the models could help maybe detect okay there is going to be a crash coming. It would help prevent accidents and stuff like that.
No, and honestly, that's a really interesting angle that I hadn't thought of. And I'm not anti AI. I'm anti the abuse of AI. I think AI has its place in the world, but I don't think everything needs to have AI or have the ability to have AI because that is dumb to me.
Yeah.
And I
As
don't like what it's doing to the creative industry as a creative. I think it's bad. But
yeah,
for advancements like this, or say you're a doctor and you can use AI and machine learning to help you with stuff like that. I'm not saying do it for you, but as a tool, I think AI is cool. I just think it's being abused right now.
yes. I think that's going to be that way with any tool. And as a
Mhm.
tech guy, and a guy who makes music for a hobby, like AI is literally like can make music now. You can be like, "Hey, I want this pop song that does this," and it's cool that it does do that. And using it as a tool is a cool thing. Like I use the AI music generation tool for like writer's block. Okay, that's a cool idea. I'm just gonna rewrite that and make it myself and like tweak it to actually do it. But like, yeah, I think this would be a cool concept, especially how Formula One has took their advancements and it brought it into our road cars. Possibly this could be a good thing and stop accidents and stop like other things from happening.
Mhm.
Possibly. That's the one good side, but downside, I just don't see this being entertaining. As bad as that sounds, the computers are gonna be so smart. They're gonna like, okay, he's gonna move here. It's gonna be like watching two computers play chess.
Yeah. People complain that there's no passing happening in Formula One now. Wait until it's all AI cars. It's okay. Well, I'm not going to go three for three because I don't have a better related transition here. Uh, we've talked about Formula E a little bit. I think last week we talked about the new body style and regulations that Formula E is coming out with. Cool car. Porsche is doing a Red Bull. They created a second factory team in Formula E. They will
Hmm.
become the first manufacturer to run 4 factory cars in Formula E by surprise. Stop me if you've heard this one. Adding a surprise new junior works team for the 26-27
Hmm.
season. Porsche is getting their own V carb.
Hmm. And it's kind of ironic because do you remember when Porsche was trying to work with Red Bull?
Uh huh.
And that whole thing fell apart because Porsche wanted 50% of the company.
Hmm.
Weird. But yeah, that's kind of ironic that Porsche is literally like, fine, we'll just do Red Bull over here.
It's really interesting too that Porsche's decided to double down on Formula E too because they're pulling out of a few other things. It seems like they're
Yeah, they pulled out a WEC.
yeah, they pulled out a WEC. That's what I thought. I didn't want to commit to anything because
No,
I
you're
wasn't
fine. I was taking a
100%
drink.
sure. But yeah, they pulled out a WEC to double down on Formula E, which is an interesting decision.
Yeah, and so I never really understood pulling out a WEC if you're still doing IMSA. It's
Hmm.
the same thing. Literally, it's Penske Porsche and Penske Porsche. Like it's literally the same team. Um, the only thing I could think of, like I do iRacing. That's my sim of choice, and they have electric Porsche on there, and so maybe they are trying to get more. Like maybe that's the way they want to go is electric stuff like that. I just I I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Why do you need four cars for that?
Not only do they have 4 cars in Formula E, that doesn't include the other 2 factory teams that they have. So there are 6 Porsche, I'm not gonna call them power units, but 6 Porsche cars, and the Formula E grid already. They're eventually it's just going to be a Porsche series.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Formula E presented by Porsche.
Uh-huh. And they are very adamant that they don't want the second team to be a B team, but they really want it to be a junior development team, but I can't see this not becoming a B team. Like we've
Yeah,
seen this. We've seen this so many times.
yeah. I well, oh, the we have V Carb and Red Bull. Obviously, that's not going anywhere. You had Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. They've actually branched off in other Kick Sauber, and then you had Williams and Red Bull, and even James Vowles like we're not that anymore. Where it doesn't
Mhm.
work. So I don't know why they think that this will. Unless they just want the finish 1 through 4 or whatever in the constructors and be like, or the regular championship and be like, yeah, we're just
Mhm.
that good. We finished top 4. Well, it's like, yeah, you have 50% of the grid.
Do you think Porsche, the company Porsche, do you think they're going to start shifting to full electric soon, and they want to use this as like the Ferrari model? Race on Sunday or whenever they race, sell cars on Monday. I
Hmm.
guess that's not the opposite of the Ferrari model, but you know what I mean. I guess that'd be the Maserati model.
Yeah. I
Like if they go full electric in their factory cars and then they perform on an all electric series, they can be like, "Hey, we know electric cars. If you want a luxury electric car that also goes fast, Porsche."
yeah, I mean I could see that. I'm trying to look up do you maybe maybe oh there we go. I was trying to find the manufacturers for Formula E because Porsche isn't just their own company. Like they have the Volkswagen group. So I was seeing if there's more
Mhm.
other in the Volkswagen umbrella in there, which there is. BMW,
Yep.
Audi,
Yep.
and so Penske Racing. So that's gonna be Porsche. I'm assuming. I don't know. So yeah, you have multiple Volkswagens.
Mhm.
So yeah, maybe that's what they're doing. Is just they are just going all in and trying to see what they can come up with. Because I can see a Volkswagen become electric, but I don't know if you remember the turbo, the turbo diesel that they did that the TDI, the Jetta.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dieselgate that didn't pass regulations emissions, but
Uh-huh.
it did. Hmm.
I think I knew somebody who actually had one of those.
Really? Yeah, but yeah, I can see Volkswagen, the company, like doing electric, and maybe that's what they're doing. Is like they want to become electric, so they're using their sports brands to help them do the R&D for it by racing in Formula E.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. As as I always mention, Formula E continues to baffle and confuse me. But it is a morbid curiosity, and I think I'm unironically starting to get a little interested in it just because of the morbid curiosity. I've already adopted Nissan as my team because I'm a little bit of a weeb. But some of the teams that are likely to be in the Gen 4, because I mean nothing's finalized yet other than, the 4 Porsche cars. But Jaguar, Cupra, Kiro, Mahindra. Remember Mahindra?
Mhm.
Penske, Citroen, Opel, whatever Envision is, Andretti, Lola, Yamaha. I mentioned Nissan already. What a weird series.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on it, where it's like this seems weird and maybe awful, but I really want to watch this.
Mm. You know what? I should have transitioned from the video game to this earlier, but I messed up. Uh, Another Formula One adjacent game is coming out. I say adjacent because it's not really Formula. Mattel and Formula One are working together to
Oh,
bring a Formula One version of Uno Elite
ooh,
to the thing. And the first thing, and this isn't my joke, I'm stealing this from Twitter. They missed an opportunity to call it Formula Uno. They
oh,
did. They should have.
yeah,
I'm still not sure exactly what the rules. I've never played Uno Elite, but it looks like it doesn't seem like Uno. It just seems like a card game with Uno branding. I don't fully get it. Cuz
yeah.
like there's drivers and there's colors. So like do you just match up drivers? There's cars. They look like Topps trading cards. There's a track.
I
Yeah,
don't.
you-
Yeah.
I'm gonna put down Bahrain.
Oh, dang! You've trumped me. I only had Qatar.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't get we. That yeah, I've never okay. So Uno, I always like figured that you could add on to plus fours, and apparently you can't do that. So I don't know how to play Uno.
That is the house rule. Plus fours always stack. If you get a
Yes,
plus four and you put down a plus four, the person next to you is gonna suffer. That's
yes,
how I play Uno. That's how you should play Uno.
but apparently that's not the rule. So what do I
Ah,
know? And when you said Mattel is coming out with Formula One, my first thing I thought of was I thought Hot Wheels, a Hot Wheels Formula One game, an
that'd be
arcade,
awesome.
an arcade Formula One doing loops.
Hmm.
Yes, but this I don't understand.
So, okay. Fans can collect both a starter edition and a booster set featuring all 10 Formula One teams. The first release will include more than 100 unique F1 inspired Elite action cards, which can be found in various colors and special edition foil variations, with a total of more than 1,000 unique cards available to collect. Okay, so that's what it is.
It's
It's a
Topps trading
card game
cards.
with that you can happen to play Uno with, but it's a trading card.
Yeah, so they're trying to get on the Pokemon craze.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem that way. That's so weird. That's so
Yeah,
weird.
I don't get it. Why not just do trading cards?
I think it's hard to do F1 trading cards. Tops, I mean, I don't obviously have their sales figures, but I rarely see Tops F1 cards anywhere.
Yeah. Well,
I
you only
just
have
think
10
people don't like them that
drivers,
much.
so or not 10
Yeah,
drivers, 10
also,
teams, 20 drivers.
imagine cracking a pack and then the first face you see is Pierre Gasly.
I would love it. Don't act like you acting like that's a bad thing. I would love it. That thing would be framed. I would go to Walmart, get that blown up, and that'd be a poster behind me.
Incredible. Other news that came out this week, Pirelli announced that there will be a maximum of 25 laps per tire set in Qatar. Because the race is 57 laps, that means it's essentially a mandatory 2 pit stop race. What are
Why
your thoughts?
why not bring the harder tire?
Yup.
Why mandatory to stop? Qatar has been notorious the whole time they've been there, has been notorious for destroying tires, those aggressive curbs. This is a MotoGP track. This is why you have six sets of tires. And
Yep.
if you're C6 compound or C1, whatever one the hardest one is, I really don't remember. Whatever, if your hardest tire can't handle this, one, why not do something better? And two, why are we racing here?
Those are both excellent questions. Those are both very important questions that people should be asking. Pirelli is at a rough season. They've had a
Yeah.
really rough season. Their tires, I know they can make a stronger tire, and a lot of this is because Formula One or the FIA or whatever is mandating that they have tires that fall apart. But do they
Yeah.
need to fall apart like this?
Yeah. You know what's weird? The schedule's released a year beforehand. Like
Hmm.
you have Pirelli makes tires not just for racing, they make tires across the board. You have the information. Why not have the harder tire? And this track has been notorious for destroying tires. Look at what was it? This was I think Bottas was still on Mercedes. Like when they were destroying tires left and right that race.
Hmm.
I think that was the first year they went there, and they still keep on coming back. I'm like, oh, that's weird. This track it keeps on destroying our tires. So if the fire's hot, don't touch it again.
See, now I think I have the answer that both of us clearly haven't thought about yet. Money.
Oh, yeah, I forget. I keep on forgetting about that. Yeah, money. All right.
They have money and they pay Formula One race here, and they say okay.
And isn't Qatar getting a new like purpose-built track?
I believe so.
I don't know
It's,
when that's coming out, but like, yeah,
I don't
I
like
wish
this track that much.
either do I. To be honest, maybe this is a hot take. I don't know. No Middle East track is good.
I like Bahrain.
I like Secure when they race that.
Hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of Bahrain. Again, another tilt track. I've been wrong on tilt
Yeah.
tracks before, but
I'm seeing a pattern with me. I think I like tilt tracks.
yeah, which is fine. Everyone has their thing. I just don't like there's Qatar, not good. Abu Dhabi, horrible. Should not end the season there.
Jeddah, terrible.
Yeah, Jeddah is Not good. What I sent you that meme this week. It's a hairpin.
It
Not the
is
not the
literally a
corner,
hairpin.
but like what you put in your hair.
That
That's
is
what it
my
looks like.
least favorite track to drive in F125. Genuinely, I can't do that track. I would rather drive Monaco for 100 laps than Jeddah.
And don't get me wrong, like it is talent to drive there. It is
Oh,
insane how,
100%.
but like it is for a driver spectacle, or not a driver spectacle, a fan to watch it. It's just it's. I don't know if it's that good.
Yeah,
And
it's
don't forget that year that they had literally missiles hit next to the track and they kept on racing.
yeah, that the first iteration of Formula Friday happened when that was going down. That blew my mind because that was less than a mile away from the track. That a missile hit an oil plant, was it?
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, or a refinery. They're like, yeah, no, we'll just keep going. Who cares?
Oh yeah,
Money based.
yeah, that's Tuesday for us.
Ugh.
Uh,
Uh,
mm,
last bit of news, and we can use this to transition into our preview finally of Las Vegas. We're getting more special liveries for the Las Vegas
yeah.
Grand Prix, and your reaction has summarized my reaction perfectly. Do we have too many special liveries in Formula 1? Which is a very
Yes.
that feels like a weird thing for me to say, but do we? It's getting to the point now where I feel like a third or a fourth of the season is special liveries and not the normal one.
Yes. It's I'm a V carb fan. The race. It's literally like Red Bull hired so many like art designers that they're like, hey, we don't have a spot for you. Just go work at V carb.
Uh-huh.
It's just it's their art piece. It feels like it's not taken serious at all. And they
Don't
just
sorry.
They, no, it's fine. They just don't take it serious, and they just keep out and they just push new stuff and like put new paint schemes. And this week is like a holographic one, which is cool. But like, why?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Some of these really cool. And if there's a purpose behind them, then I'm all for it. Sauber's Vegas livery. Really cool, except I don't know why they're doing it in Vegas cuz it's supposed to be like, oh, this is our last ride with Sauber. It's got a checkered flag intermixed with the green. It looks really cool. Why would you not save that for Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna run something special there too.
I'm sure, and maybe they'll just do what Alpine did for some reason. In every race in the Americas, they're just running the same livery because they just plop that yellow on there. Except for Vegas, they're going back to pink. They're like, oh, it's a little more pink than usual. It's not more pink than usual. That's just the car. You're
Yeah,
just that's just the car.
in the Williams. wh- I I like black and blue. Don't get me wrong. They just put like this rainbow stripe, like it's like when you accidentally say, "Hey Siri," or "Okay
Careful.
G word." Yeah, about triggers some phones there. Or the
Uh huh.
"Okay G word," and your like phone screen goes like "Whoop," and you're like, "I didn't mean to talk to you. I didn't even say the word." That's what their car is. It's like I didn't mean to say "Okay Williams." I just
Side note, I didn't mean to say okay, Williams. That's funny. Side note, I don't necessarily like the world that we found ourselves in where we have to tiptoe around certain words in our own homes because we don't want
oh
to accidentally activate the assistant.
yeah, and yeah, I
It's worse with the A1 because I have a friend
oh
named Alexis, but it triggers.
yes
If I just say, "Hey," okay, I didn't do it. I have a home right to my right here. Sometimes it just triggers. And it's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't get that." It's like, "I wasn't talking to you." I
yes
it's a weird it's a weird societal pickle we found ourselves in that we've all adapted to, and it's weird that we have.
yeah, and going off of this side note, I mean we choose to live in this because we don't have to have the homes or the
That's true.
hubs or anything in there. But I do. I like technology. I especially cutting edge. I thought it was really cool. I got the Google Hub, the first gen with the screen and everything. That is in my
That's mine. That's the one I have. I'm looking
yeah.
at it.
It's awesome, and I have and I'm a sentimental guy. I have pictures of my family on there all the time, and I love it.
Mhm.
But I also have a Chromecast, and if we're watching something on the Chromecast, cool feature. If you talk to the hub, your TV will go quiet, which is cool, so it can hear you better. Problem is, half the time we don't talk to it. It just hears something on the TV and it's like, "Oh, well, hey, what'd you say? Yep, well, I'm right here. What'd you
Uh-huh.
say? No, I wasn't talking to you."
It's another example of a really cool piece of technology that is being abused by more companies than others. I was in somebody's house this last summer, and they had the A one,
Hmm.
and
The Amazon one.
while yes, while it was idle, nobody was talking to it. It was showing ads, which really grossed me out.
Oh, that's
I don't
awful.
want a billboard in my home.
Oh no.
Yes, it
That
was showing ads for products in their home, and I cannot begin
oh,
to tell you how much I would hate that.
I would throw that thing away. I wouldn't even give that away for free. I would destroy that in a fire. That is awful.
Then what's been annoying me the most is the ones that we have here. We just have the ones without the screens. I don't remember what the name of that is, but I'll ask, "Hey, what's today's weather?" And it will tell me, and then it's like, "Oh, by the way, do you want to hear the latest features? This," and it just keeps talking. It's like, no, I just
Yeah.
want the weather. I just wanted the weather. That's all you needed to do was tell me the weather.
I'm sure when the robot uprising comes, it'll be something fun for us.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, that's kind of where I land on the whole livery things. They're really cool, but I think part of what makes them so cool is they were so infrequent and now they're just happening too much.
Yeah, there's supposed to be special liveries, not hey, this is our livery this week.
Yeah, and yeah, they're always different, but that doesn't necessarily that's not why I like them. That I don't think that's why most people like them. I don't think
Yeah.
that's out of line to say.
And it's weird that like every car reveal for Red Bull, it's like, hey, what, are they gonna do something different? No. And the joke is always, hey, imagine being the Red Bull designer, like for the car, the livery. But like
Hmm.
at the same time, don't change it. It's the same thing, and I gotta give them props for it. Now that we're getting into the world where we see these teams change their livery once out of every 5 races, I'm okay with Red Bull. I'm on their side.
That's fair. Okay, it's time to talk about Las Vegas. One of the youngest tracks on the calendar, Las Vegas. Last season, it was won by George Russell. Lewis Hamilton got second. I think this is the last podium that Lewis Hamilton has had in an
Oh,
official Formula One race. And then Carlos Sainz got third. Now it's really fun to look at this because this website that I'm on has their updated driver pictures. But my lord, my Discord is popping off. Slow down. It has the official driver pictures, but it's like Lewis Hamilton, he's wearing the Ferrari uniform, but under it says Mercedes, and that's just really
no.
funny to me. Max Verstappen got his third world championship race or win at this race last season. It was the 129th win overall for Mercedes, the 140th pole position for Mercedes, and Mercedes' 221st win. Highlights that race.
Yeah.
George Russell led the entire time except for lap 13 when Lewis Hamilton decided to do a lap, and then George came back into first.
Yeah, I think it was Pitts.
Yeah, it seemed like a pretty uneventful race overall.
Yeah.
Bottas ended up finishing 18th.
Was
I'm
that
going to kill
that
Discord.
the was that the was that the year the practice the manhole cover? I
I
think it
don't
was
remember.
last year. But like for those who don't know, the man like during practice, literally there's so much downforce and upforce created by these cars, especially last year with the aerodynamics and everything, the ground effects. It pulled up a welded manhole cover onto was it Carlos Sainz's car? I can't remember who it was. I think it was
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. I really don't remember.
yeah, I think it was Carlos Sainz. But yeah, it pulled it up and damaged his car to the point where like they had to red flag it and re-weld down a manhole cover. And I was a welder for 4 years. That's a lot of force to be pulling up a manhole cover. One, they are heavy. Two, welds are strong if they're welded right. But yeah, so it just shows like one, how kind of janky this track is, and two, how much air force, downforce, and ground effects these cars have.
Hmm. Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon, they DNF'd. Pierre lap 15 in an engine issue, Albon lap 25 a turbo issue, Botus and Esteban they were just a lap down, and otherwise nothing really happened in Las Vegas last year, which is so this is only the second year we've had this race, and genuinely, I think Las Vegas is some of the best racing on the calendar, especially last season because Max was winning everything. But Las Vegas has always seemed like during the Max dominance era, 23 and 24, where we it felt like we got good racing. And I generally like Las Vegas a lot as a track. I think it's a really fun track. Now, the locals in the city of Las Vegas hate it because it's on the strip and it shuts everything down and it increases prices and you just can't go anywhere in Las Vegas, which in hindsight, not necessarily, a good thing because the whole bit of that city is look at all these places you can go to.
Mm-hmm. And they close off so you can't even walk by and watch the race.
Mm-hmm.
They like put up barriers. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh no, you're good. But I mean, overall, I do like this track, and I think that we do generally get good racing. Now, what I'm not looking forward to is how McLaren does, because Lewis, I don't know if you know this, McLaren does not have a good track record at this track. In fact, they have a terrible track record. 2023, Lando DNF'd, and then last season, Lando got. I have it. He got sixth, which isn't a DNF, but McLaren, I hope they figured out this track because they seem to struggle here. And I don't know what it is. I think it's because that car seems like it's so aero focused that it just doesn't have the speed in the straights.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different, but I mean, this is the first real test of it. Because there's
think,
no other track on the calendar that has this many long straights.
Yeah, I think Lando once said he really does not like this track.
Yeah.
Quick correction: it was 2 years ago, not last year, that the manhole cover incident happened. Also, yes, this track is very. I'm not a big fan of street tracks. I think we've been over this many times.
We have.
This is one of the top street tracks. It's I don't know. I keep on going back and forth on it, and it's like I want to dislike it, but then the racing happens and I kind of like it, but then it's just the long straight kind of takes me away from it because I know you like Cargo Fast.
I love Cargo Fast.
See, I like Cargo Fast through corner. So and there's not like a lot of like overtaking corners, and that's kind of my issue.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't have a whole lot left to say about this track other than it's usually good. I don't like that it is at 10 p.m. for us on a Saturday. It's always felt weird to me that this is a Saturday night race. I get why because it's the desert, but it's also November whenever they come here. And I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning behind not being able to do it on a Sunday is.
I want to say it's something to do with time zones for Europe, but also maybe they want to do it at night for the lights and everything. They wanted to make a spectacle, so they have to do it. Like, I don't know.
I'm all for doing it at night, but as an American F1 fan, the Europeans can get over waking up early or late to watch this race because that's what I do most of the season. That's what both of us do most of the season. Oh, it's got to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch this race at 6.
Yeah, I remember. I remember playing D&D, and we would go late, and it's like, all right, boys, it's 3 a.m. I got to get up in 2 hours to watch the Russian Grand Prix.
Oh God, I just got Sochi flashbacks.
Yeah, and just to put in perspective and how late this starts, Nick, I'm on the Formula One website, and it tells me in free practice 1 starts in 21 hours. It is Wednesday night, and it's 21 hours and 40 minutes. So yes, it's going to be happening late.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've never been able to watch this race live. Funny enough, either I've been doing something because it's a Saturday night in November and there's things happening, or I've just been too tired and I fell asleep, and for whatever reason I just can't.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Stay up that late anymore. But I'm going to try again. We have a Friendsgiving actually this Saturday, so I'm not even going to get to watch it live. I might watch it an hour after it starts, but even then I'm going to have to stay up late.
Oh wow, I forgot. I have an endurance race Saturday, so I might be able to watch it. I will. I don't think I actually will be. I think my stint is during that time.
Incredible.
I know.
Okay, well, let's move on to our predictions. We do 3 total. We have 2 regular and a bold. Lewis, after you.
My first one. I'm gonna ride the hot hand. This is what my predictions. My first two. No more layups. I'm riding the hot hand. You know, when you're riding the pitcher that he's good, you're gonna keep him in the game. Double V card points. Here we go.
I like it. I like it a lot. It does feel like an actual prediction. It's, no offense, way better than a George top 5 prediction or a Yuki out of the points bold prediction.
Hey, yeah, hey, whatever I gotta do to score points at this point.
Mine, I'm gonna say Williams are in the points.
That's a good one. I was
I'm
gonna pick that.
I'm probably still a bit too 2021 pilled. Uh, and 22 pilled and 23 pilled. Williams seems to do really well in straights.
Yes, they are
They
very fast.
and it feels like a good prediction. And with how Carlos has been performing, and maybe Alex can pull it back together, there could be a chance of a double points. I'm not going to go that far though. I'm just going to say there's going to be at least one in the points.
Hmm. And going off of that, speaking of one of the points, I'm gonna keep riding the hot hand. This should be a bold, but I'm gonna keep it out of the bold. Alpine scores a point again.
That one should have been a bold. I can't. I'm nervous to see what your bold prediction is if you're going to say that's not bold.
That's not bold.
Alpine, every time Alpine has scored points, I think it's been luck.
Yeah, even up here has like 20 some points this year, but yeah.
Uh-huh. Mine is a Lewis Hamilton top 5.
Ooh.
He generally does well at this track, and I know that this Ferrari has given him struggles, but a top 5 shouldn't seem like a massive ask for Lewis, right?
Right. I mean, I don't know. Probably not. Going from one old man to another, Fernando Alonso top 5. How about that?
Is that your bold prediction?
That is my bold prediction. Fernando Alonso
Oh,
back in the top 5.
do you have any reasoning other than vibes that this is your bold prediction?
Oh, just 100% vibes. Old man and just the Vegas. He's one of my favorite rookies.
Careful, because the last time an old man was in Vegas, I mean, you've seen the F1 movie.
Yeah.
My bold
What is your
prediction.
bold?
Now, I'm not happy about this. This is also vibes, but this is bad vibes because the universe wants me to suffer. By the way, I'm still wearing the hat. I've worn it every single day this week, and I will continue to wear it until the end of the season.
You'll wear it
McLaren
until it's number
DNF.
one. Oh! What? Well, that caught me off guard.
Not a double DNF. I hope not. But I think there will be a McLaren DNF, and because the world wants me to suffer, it's probably going to be Lando. I hope it's not, but I think there will be a McLaren DNF.
Huh? So, hmm, I don't know. Oh, okay. I would say that's almost bolder than my Fernando.
It might be because the McLaren is famously well put together, but it also can't account for drivers fighting for a championship.
You really just want the championship battle to be a three-way battle at Abu Dhabi, don't you?
No, I want it to be over, and I want Lando to just win it somehow in Las Vegas. Dude, I've got the big game feelings in my tum. I can't. I've been going crazy, and I'm glad that the last 3 races of the season are a triple header because if I have to wait 2 more weeks to watch another race, I'm going to freak out, especially where we are right now. I can't handle this. I hate this feeling, but I love this feeling so much. How do I do this?
I don't
How?
know. You love it.
I
I
do love it.
let's say you're gonna wear that hat until it says number one on it, right?
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. And finally, before we wrap up tonight, we are going to play Grid Gamble. My favorite game, your favorite game. This is where we roll the Ferrari red Formula dice. Each driver is assigned a number. Wherever it lands is the driver that you're adopting for the race. And however many points they score is how many points you score. The current points totals, I'm at 29. Lewis is at 5. We've both had a very bad streak of not scoring any points at all whatsoever. Lewis had a good chance last time, but Lewis Hamilton decided to DNF. It wasn't his
Yeah.
fault. It's Ferrari. So again, since I'm leading because of that one max win that I happened to get,
You know what? I've been going first. How about you go first for once, please?
Okay, I will go first. I'm rolling the formula dice right now. 3.
You gotta be.
I get Charles.
Yep. Get Charles. Yay. Oh, wow. Cool. I can't wait to get, Gimme or not Gimme. Gimme wouldn't be bad, but
Yeah, Kimmy would be good.
yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling for you now.
Good. Please be good. Please be good. What did I get? That's not a good face.
Do you want a reroll? I will give you a reroll. I will let you have a reroll.
You know what? The formula guys decide I have it. I'm going to keep it.
Are you sure? I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you sure you don't want a reroll?
Yes, I'm sure I don't want to.
You're getting Franco Colapinto.
Oh God. That's fine. Alpine points.
From him?
I don't know.
Ugh.
Well, if Alpine can do it, like anybody can do it. I don't know. I'm.
Well, I gave you like 5 outs. I really
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
I was trying to work with you here.
You did. I'm just gonna. Alpine points is just gonna be my anything can happen. That's my phrase now. Alpine points.
Listen, if Charles doesn't score any and Franco wins, then you'll have the lead.
if that happens, I will come from the Friday next week and just be all Alpine. I'll wear all pink.
You're gonna get a Colapinto hat, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
All
I
right.
will be all about it.
Well, that has been Formula Friday for the week. Next week, we will review Las Vegas and preview Qatar. And it's going to be the next few episodes are going to be longer ones because we're going to have reviews, news, previews. Might go a little light on the news just because there's going to be a lot to get through, I'm sure, especially if this Lando Oscar Max battle for the championship is going to continue to be what it is. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Until next time,